Have you ever imagined a world where women wake up every morning, dress up their kids for school, then make up like myself and step out, not to go slay, but to go pursue their dreams and careers, bringing returns at the end of every month to the table, supporting their husbands, their families, 100% without complaining. She will go out there and carry out tasks as much as her strength can carry her. Now, this is the woman I call the leading woman. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining me on Ablaze TV. My name is Carisma Esther, and I bring to you the Leading Woman Show. On today's episode of the show, I have an encyclopedia in the form of a human, or should I say in a woman form. And she happens to be not just a leading woman by mere words, but because her life is backed by a series of awards, and you're going to discover her in the course of the show. But before I bring her to you, let me bring to you the question for the day. Should parents choose a career path for their children? Young girl, young guy out there was watching me, should your parents choose a career path for you? Parents, is it proper for you to choose a career path for your children? Now, if your response is yes or no, can you send your opinions to us on the numbers displayed right on your screen, or you drop it on the comment section on our YouTube channel, Ablaze TV, or you can as well drop your responses on my Facebook account, on my timeline, Carisma Esther Patrick Asongani Ade Damula. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. I will be right back, and you're gonna meet my amazing guest. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier I told you that I have an encyclopedia in the form of a woman, and it's a pleasure to introduce her to you this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching me, I would love you to give it a round of applause as we meet my guests for today. Hello, Mom. Good morning. It's good to finally be here. Thank you very much for granting me audience. And I must say that you look exceptional in your traditional regalia.
I'm good.
How are you doing?
I think I'm fine today.
Yeah, it's obvious.
We were busy.
Yeah.
After a hectic week, professionally full of activities, highly pregnant with a lot of events. I think today I feel exceptionally relaxed. Even though not relaxed because I'm just finishing my 30 meeting.
Okay.
But I think I'm fine. I'm also proud.
Thank you.
To have you and for this wonderful opportunity given to me to share with you a little bit of my humble self. Okay. Now, I'm going to come back to talk about this beautiful regalia that you're putting on. But let's start by introducing you to the viewers. Can you officially introduce yourself to our viewers so we better know how to relate? Oh yes, I have so many names. Well, I am Mrs Josephine Nanjoh.
Okay.
If you want to attach the traditional title from my home village, Balimunga, I'm one of the Najalas of the Balimunga family.
Wow.
I was knighted. Was 3 years ago.
Okay.
We are in 2020.
Yes.
So I was knighted in 2017. It was a very, very, very new occasion, and that's me. Okay,
we're going to have videos of that running on the screen so that our viewers can get a clearer picture of who that title is about you. But now, I want you to tell me, you are the Director of Administration and Finance at the Civic Service Agency for Participation in Development. Can you tell me a little bit about your beginnings on this journey and how you climbed the ladder to this position, to this office?
Oh my God, that journey was to me, I think it was very, very tedious. But for now, I can think it was a wonderful journey, a wonderful experience of life, because I started as a university student, as a small business lady in my amphi. When I used to go to Douala, I started by buying from Kumba and coming to sell to my peers, my classmates. Then after that, I progressed and started buying from. Excuse my voice.
It's okay.
I started buying from Douala, and gradually I was opportune to meet big businessmen who were so encouraged by my dynamism and my efforts, my sacrifice, and they were very, very prepared to give me goods at times on board without paying. I will not pay them up front. They come and I will pay, come, sell them. Then if I go and pay them.
I think they saw the future in you already.
Yes. And I think I want to thank them because of the trust. And that's what I still hold to today. I don't like debts. And he who pays his who has debts progresses because you speak in peace and the Lord blesses you. Before that, I know God blesses people who have to bless others. I'm like a point of transmission. God gives me to give to others. And from there, I've been helping a lot of people mostly around. I started with helping my family, my classmates. And today, I'm helping people that are really related to me. And I thank God for that wisdom, that inspiration, and that blessing. So, one thing I hold preciously to share with the young people, because I work with the young people. Professionally, I'm a senior youth and action counselor. I work with young people. It will be amazing and very interesting for you to know them. When I left school, 2 weeks after, I was sent for an international mission. Before, it was a very big challenge to me. I went to the Commonwealth. I thought I was just going to accompany my boss, but they said I had to work on the files. And guess what? The file was focused on youth and business initiative. Commonwealth Youth Business Initiative. That is still going on in Commonwealth today. We started the project. I was going to project Cameroon and Cameroonian youths on how they can get involved in small business management. I went there, I was in one hour to initiate the project, do the write-up to present on behalf of Cameroon. They said I should prepare my boss's speech. I did that. Oh my God, a novice from school, I met people. He said, the one was so good. It was because of my thesis at the end. Because my thesis was on youth and small business initiative. How a young person can be self-employed. So I started by being self-employed, by selling my things in the fee and paying my school fees and my J1 school fees. So the secret in life is, from my experience, start somewhere and don't always dream to start big. You can start small and get big. Because my first capital was 21,000. I shared that with everybody. 21,000 I came back and supplied in the amphi, generally in one pharmacy that I hold preciously, that is not more existing pharmacy in Zibi for 33,500. Oh my God! Can you just like
of course.
I am so proud of that beginning, that humble beginning. So when I told my mother I was doing business, she said, no, you can't tell me this way. I know her. She's like boom, 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 and she wants to be. She said it, I said yes. So that's how I started.
Wow.
I left the university, went to INGS, and while in the INGS I was just placing tracks with 2 of my colleagues. So they too were doing relent to work on my career. I've always been driven to be a business. So there I was managing my school and business. After INGS, as National Institute for Youth and Sports, I was opportunity to post people in the ministry. That was where I was given that opportunity to present Cameroon during the Cameroon program meeting in Sakazani. It was picture 2 months after school. But then I told my boss to do the presentation. While there, I realized I could make it. Then I said, no, I can't. Then he told me that you did this right up. You made this program work. So I'm a Francophone who is trying to speak English. So you have to take the challenge to present on behalf of Cameroon. You can imagine how it was challenging.
And you were about being shot to the wall.
Yes. But I said, look, she said, you have to take this way like it. And I did. So that's a little bit of me. And each time I want to talk to young people, I always share that experience. And when I went there, it was not like I was say like others. I had to exchange with young people or experts from other Commonwealth countries. How it works. I mean, young people should be inquisitive. They should dream. And that they should have confidence in their dream.
Yes.
When you dream big, you go big.
Wow.
And when you dream big, you must not start big. Start somewhere.
Start with what you have.
Start with, I always believe what one is saying that my uncle of blessed memory gave me. If you don't have what you love, like what you have, then you make it lovable. Oh my God, I believe in it.
I should give a round of applause for that.
Yeah. So, I think most ladies, young girls today, should dream big. Okay. They should be looking up to have leadership position in the society. Okay,
Mom, let me not cut you short. We're going to come back to this part of it where you're going to give out advice to the young girl. But then as the director of administration and finance, what are some of your tasks? Who are the people you're coordinating?
I work with both adults and young people. First and foremost, our institution deals with young people because there's a lot of challenges today. There's a lot of moral decadence in society, mostly in Cameroon.
Yes.
So the head of state, President Pobia, created this agency in order to, it was like part of the mission that is assigned to the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Civic Education that was given to this agency because the ministry cannot do it all by its own. So they gave them the assignment to work towards youth empowerment. That's social empowerment, economic empowerment, political empowerment, and above all, to focus mostly on moral rearmament through civic education. So we do a lot of civic education with the young people in the 10 regions. Our focus is not only on young people who are in school, but we will focus on young people who are dropouts, because we have young people who are dropouts for various reasons. Yeah. So we can't abandon them.
Of course.
The ministry takes care of them, but the ministry alone cannot take care of our young people. So what is our focus now? We take some of the young people where the ministry works and we continue from there.
Okay.
We rearm them morally. We inculcate civil values in them. Teach them to be patriotic, to love their country, as they love themselves. If you love yourself and you want to grow, you have to create an enabling environment where you can live and excel there. So when you are in an enabling environment, you can do everything. Talking about small or big business, you need to initiate.
Yeah.
You need to work for it. Working for it is you put on good comportment. You see people, you have to be polite to them. You have to be receptive. You have to be hospitable, and above all, humble.
Wow.
Humility pays. Because young people today, you see them when they are posting the flag, they pass, they don't respect the flag. That is one of the mission of the National Civic Service for participation in development. We remind these young people, and those who do not know, we inculcate in them that you need to love your country, you need to respect your flag, you need to respect your parents, you need to respect your society, your church church environment. Above all, respect the country that you live in.
respect the country where you live in. Now, for how long have you been holding this position as DAF?
This is my 8th year as a DAF.
Well, I was thinking maybe 2 years, 3 years. How did you do this? How are you pulling through? What's keeping you there? What's your motivation?
First thing is the Lord. I serve the Lord. I have my spiritual life is above any other activity. When I leave my bed, when I get up from my bed, I pray. Either I pray alone, I pray with my husband, or I pray with the family. Okay. When I go out of my house, we pray together. Or when I cannot pray together with the family, I make sure I don't sit. I don't even get into the agency without making the sign of the cross. Post on the color. Okay. I enjoy doing it. Yeah. I love it. And I will not sit on my chair for any reason without prayers. I come sometime, we have people waiting, young people waiting, my boss waiting. Oh my God. I first of all trust my day to the Almighty that I serve before anything. Before anything. So that's my lifestyle. And what the secret about it is, you trust the Lord, you pray for Him to give Him the wisdom, because I believe that when God appoints, He equips. Definitely. And that is the secret. Using my life skill and how I've come up to this stage, I think He has equipped me well to manage them, to understand people. You have to first of all have a mastery of human psychology. You know, women are complicated. Very, very. How to deal with a woman? You are with a woman for 2-3 hours. The fourth it's something else. So one thing is secret is tolerance. Accepting people the way they are. And dealing with them in order to obtain your results. If I know I'm dealing with somebody, like if it's a group, you know there is someone wants in that group, you focus on them. Give them responsibility. Tell them your mission. Tell them the objective and let them know your goal. The awaited result will be so wonderful. Because everybody wants to struggle to give you the best. I think that's what has sustained me up to now. Definitely. Tolerance, patience, accepting people the way they want, the way they are, and trying and planification. In management, you need to plan. Yeah. You need to strategize. How do I do this in the next 3 months? I'm in a department where it's very, very complicated, complex in its way, sensitive. And I will not hide it. There's a lot of challenge. That is a project that's been initiated by the technical department. They send it to you through the hierarchy. The hierarchy gives you now to find out if there is possibility for that activity to take place. Yeah. You go now in the budget that was adopted at the beginning of the year and find out if for that department that one was programmed. So everything goes with program planification. At times, some of things are planned or programmed, but they don't have finances. So the DAF now work and send the document now to the finance controller, who sends now to the document, who forwards it to the agent controller, what they call the accountant, who pays or who sends to finance. So that is the whole money. They don't keep money. They write money. They say, they confirm that, okay, this document or this project that came from ABC department, or let me talk of my department, of my structure. It came from the department in charge of training. Yes. The number of children that were mobilized and sensitized can receive training, can benefit from the training, and at times can have their kids to do the training. Okay, after the training, the project that comes from the department in charge of economic insertion, I should be ready to prepare the way it was adopted during the board of directors meeting. We don't even decide. It's not even the minister who decides on it, but it is the board of directors who sits and do a critical analysis of our project for the year, then see what the accord does, then we forward it to the Minister of Finance for approval. So, with us, people just say, when they say director of finance and administration, oh my God, that woman is heavy. She has money, she has cash. No. We, mostly in the agency, we don't even have functioning budgets. So you don't even have money, you don't even have a mission that you can be signing that it's okay, this is my mission money for this year or my foreign money. No. Everything is, for now, since it's a small structure, it is the vote holder who has the ultimate right and legal right to sign, even to visa out money. But he doesn't even have the money because the visas are sent to the accountant who sent to finance for payment.
Wow.
Most people do not know it.
Amazing. Your task is quite a heavy one.
A heavy one. That's for my finances. It comes now to human resource management because I hold it too. You have to.
So, if you are just joining us, you are live on Ablaze TV. And my name is Carisma, and I bring to you the leading woman. And on today's episode, we have an amazing woman that I said from the beginning is an encyclopedia. So I have to do with my laptop so that I can catch up with her class. And she is the Director of Administration and Finance at the Civic Service Agency for participation in development. Now, when we come back after this break, we're going to talk on the question for the day, and we also get to get her opinion about it. Stay with us, don't go nowhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and just like I said, we have a question for the day, and it's time to get your reactions. And our question was, is it proper, is it okay for parents to choose a career path for their children? I have a few reactions with me right here on social media, on Facebook, that I'm going to be reading out, and then we'll come back to you more so that you give us your opinion about it. Now, the first person says that no, they should guide their children in making the right choices. My family wanted me to be a teacher, and I did not like it because they are my parents. I had to do it. This is me kind of frustrated due to their choice for me. If they had listened to me and guided me, we wouldn't have been here. So it's a big no from her. The next person says, parents can guide or advise kids on what to do, but don't necessarily have to be the ones to choose. And some other person says an absolute no, because it's just like choosing a wife for somebody, and whenever there is a problem, you will always expect them to come for your help. Meanwhile, if you choose it yourself and there is a problem, you will man up, take charge and solve it because you took that choice knowing fully well of its circumstances. Some other person says no, they shouldn't. They need to be keen and observe what their kids are passionate about and do their best to support them succeed in their passion as parents. They need to discover what their children were born to be, discover their talents and groom them. So a series of people keep saying no, no, and no. As a counselor that you are, a youth counselor for that matter, what's your opinion, what's your take? Do you think it's proper for parents to choose a career path for their children?
I think it's a big no, but my no is not like completely no. Yes, let me just focus. For me, choosing is like impossible. You don't, that's the no. But the parents is supposed to come in to share with the his or her offspring's potentials, the talents that you discover, or you will help the child to discover his or her talents. They are anti-developing. But if you discover that he or she has some talents that she doesn't know, as a good psychologist, as a good mother or good father, you need now to share your ideas with them. Give them the pros and the cons, so that they should be able to know where they are going to. So you can orientate your child following that child's ambition and the potential that you discover in the child.
Wow.
That you accompany the child to accomplish his or her dream or mission.
Accompany the child to accomplish his or her dream. So you help them develop the talents, and then you help them. You first of all help identify the talents. Then now you give your support in developing these talents, taking them to where they are supposed to be. And thank you very much for that intervention. Now, away from you as a career woman. Now, I said I was going to come back to talk about this beautiful regalia. I think you're going to fill us in much on that. Now, you happen to be, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it very well, but you will help me out with that. You are a traditional leader as well. Nanjoh, that's the title.
Nanjoh, the mother of.
Exactly, and only 5 of your kind exist in Cameroon.
In Bali.
In Bali.
Fondom. That's from Bali Fondom.
From the Bali Fondom.
Then we have 3 in Cameroon.
3 in Cameroon.
And 2 overseas, especially in America, in the United States of America.
So she's a leading woman all around, traditionally, career-wise, and as a family woman. Tell us more about your Nanjoh title.
Now, before the Nanjoh title, when I finish the Nanjoh title, it will be also amazing for you to know that I'm also a title woman from my husband's village.
Wow.
Because I happen to come from Bali. I'm married to a man from Bangante, from Bawok in Bangante. And I think the people love me and they have accepted me in everything. And knowing very well that that's where I'm going to be buried. They gave me a title and I received it.
Well, we don't pray for you to be buried anytime soon. We don't even pray for you to be buried.
Thank you. And then that's where I belong. And that's also where I belong, because you can't just abandon your own origin like that. That's Badinyonga, and I will never abandon it for anything. I told my husband from the beginning. So I'm handling it. Okay. And lucky for me, the traditions are almost identical. They're almost the same.
Okay.
So what I do, what I've been doing in Badinyonga, just this one just came in. I'll try to do it also in. I'll do what I can to do it in Bawok and Bangante. So in the Bawok and Bangante, I am Mambel of Minchinchu, Bawok. So you see that I'm almost everywhere. And I've been an international leader.
Yeah.
Young people since 2002. Up to now, they have never changed me. I took the young people, 11 young people around the world through the sponsorship of the government of Japan that I still hold in high esteem today. That was in 2002. And behold, all of them acquire leadership skills, and today they are leaders everywhere around the world.
This is what we are talking about.
If I go anywhere in the world, because we met people, youth from all other countries, we have an alumni association called the Ship for World Youth, XPY. XPY is those who have participated in that Ship for World Youth before.
Okay.
So when you go to Canada, the alumni association will come out to welcome you, to assist you to do what you came to do, or facilitate things for you. Same in America, same in Fiji, same in Ireland, everywhere.
Wow, amazing. So tell us now about your Nanjoh
title. The time the phone of Bali, we haven't identified me because they are sold. And so they say I'm the youngest Nanjoh. It's a title that they always give to older people, older women. I was even surprised, and I'm still surprised today. Because when I go to Bali community, the older elderly women come to clap for me. I feel even So, but they say they've given me ticket. But since I am the humble type, when they want to give me that respect that I feel is even too much for me, I make myself to be where I am. But respecting the title too, because it's not me at that time.
Yeah.
It is the title. And it's the chief title, the volume that I'm projecting, so I cannot bring it down. So I make sure that I'm not only singing praises for the title or enjoying the respect that people give me, but each day before I go to bed, while I'm in my dream, I think of how do I help my community come out from the present day. Before even this crisis, I was really asking myself, how can I empower my young people? How can I empower the young women? How can I inculcate that entrepreneurship spirit in them? How can I inculcate that zeal for leadership role in them? Because I like to lead. But my leading strategy or approach is participatory. It's not like dominating. Oh, I hate it. When I was growing up, I will share that with you guys. Because I am the type that when you don't know me, you think that, oh, she's authoritative, she is. I said, but the way you are, you get married, who to really get married to? I told my, I think strange enough, I told them, any man that is courageous to come and tell me that I love you, I know he's courageous because people are scared of
your personality.
My personality. Even from small. I said, how are you going to handle it? I said, I'm going to give my man the position that he deserves. Exactly. A man should never be inferior in front of you. Wow. And a man, that's what I'm teaching the young men today. Go out there, don't be afraid. Speak to women. What I saw in Brazil, I was in a workshop with a young guy, and strange enough, he said, oh, my girlfriend is mad with me. I turned around and said, what's happening? He said, how old is your girlfriend? He said, she's 39. And how about you? I'm 29. Oh my God, 10 years of difference is too much. And who is she? She's a widow. I don't encourage people to go in for that one, but I realized what I want to bring out is the courage. The zeal to go high or the zeal to go in for what you want. So even the young men out there should be able, or young guys out there, should even be able to develop their businesses, go towards who you want. I know what you want, but I don't want them to act like gold diggers.
Exactly.
Or what they call gigolo.
Yes.
Because if you meet a gigolo, you are unfortunate to meet women like us because I'm through those challenges. You are in a seminar, you are a consultant, a young man gets up during dinner or during lunch and tells I love you, madam, and excuse me for talking to you, telling you this, but it comes from my heart to heart. Don't shout at the person, don't humiliate the person, call him. Don't even say my son, you just say hi, come, young man. I admire your approach, but why don't you think you need to go with your peers when you go to somebody lower? But the way you talk to people, the way you analyze things to people, make them know. It enables them or it pushes them to have the esteem. Maybe they had before coming, they had
a whole different view about you.
But they come now, you see that you make them feel at home. You keep the young man comfortable, but then you remain at their position, but not rush. Exactly. All is dialogue, and the dialogue you must take a specific trend. A trend should be openness, making people comfortable. And I'm succeeding in her life because if I know what I want, I'll go for it.
Know what you want,
I go for it. And going for it, you have to sacrifice a lot. Sacrifice your ego, sacrifice your pride, and make things happen. But all in all, we need to be focused, we need to be courageous, we need to dare.
I was going to come to that. As daring as you are, you have ventured into a lot of things, and amidst all of that, you still happen to be excelling as a family woman, as a wife, and as a mother. When we got to your residence today, I saw the way you were relating with your husband, the way you related with your kids, and I was amazed, like, how do you do this? How do you double up at the same time as a successful career woman and as a family woman at the same time without letting either of these roles conflict with the other? How do you do this? What's the secret?
I told you from the beginning that all is about planning. And who you are, you need to be open-minded. You need to be kind. A mother, you need to be kind. A woman needs to be kind without any discrimination. I love people. I have children who tell me. People may not love me, but I know they love me because I love them.
Of course.
I don't even care if they love me or not, but I know I love people. Yeah. And they say you cannot love God when you don't love people. Exactly. You don't love your neighbors and as yourself. and you'll be straight. I mean, I manage my professional career or my professional mission, my spiritual life. I am committed. All is about commitment.
Great.
You have to be committed. You have to be devoted to what you are called, to what you want. If you are committed, then prayerfully, the Lord gives you the skill. I told you, when you're out for something, when the Lord appoints you, He equips you.
Exactly.
He gives you the intelligence, He gives you the wit to display in order to achieve what you want.
Amazing. So you have to stay committed, focus on your course. As a career woman, you're focused on your course. As a family woman, you're focused on your course. And then your Christianity, your knowledge of God, your know-how gets to back you up, and it gives you a perfect balance.
Sure.
Thank you very much. It's on this note that we come to the end of this edition of the Leading Woman Show. But before we leave, I would love Mommy to give one word to a young woman out there who is looking forward to venturing into a leadership position, but due to gender inequality is scared to take those steps. What word are you going to leave them with?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity this morning. I think my Saturday, my weekend is really assured. It will bless me with that joy, and I feel as a mother, because all of you are seeing all my children. And I think all I want, first of all, before encouraging the woman out there, I encourage the team in particular for the wonderful initiative.
Thank you very much.
And you encourage the team for their sacrifice, for their dynamism, and they are daring. I mean, to come to me, it's not so easy, but thank God you must pass through somebody to get to somebody.
Exactly.
So the young people out there, if you can't do it yourself, why don't you find somebody? You are here today thanks to your parents.
Yes.
Who happened to be my adopted son, that Jerry. So if you were not ambitious, if you were, and I thank him for being smart. If it's not because I am, which he knows me, but because he feels that what he wants, I mean, I can leave half of what,
exactly. And even all.
I mean, even 1/3 of what he wants. So I think, first of all, a young girl out there you should be able to be out there. Have first self-esteem, very important. Be sure of yourself. Then you get there. You get going, and everything will unfold itself.
Wow, as a young girl out there, you have to be daring, and where your strength can carry you to where you want to be, look for the connections.
Yes.
And on Blaze TV, we educate you, and then we bring you those people that if you connect to, you get to your top leadership positions just the way you want it. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. From me to you, it's a bye-bye, and I leave you in the comfort of Miracles Everywhere, music by Maureen Foba.
Look at my life, I'm not the same. Miracles everywhere.